Mike, you need to get some headphones so you can hear what be going on this rate. The music is really good. Here, grab the headphones. They work. Those are good because the music is really good. We be bobbing our heads and everything. Oh, it's off now because he turned the music off. Good evening, everybody. I want to welcome you to another episode of Real Talk Radio with your host, Joe Collins, congressional candidate, California's 43rd District. And I have a co-host today. And this person is, look up, Cache.
Hey.
Right here at the camera, right there.
Right here.
Right there.
Hey.
Her name is Cache Master. She's a chef, the chef. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. So I'm a culinary artist. I've been a chef for going on 9 years now, in and out of restaurants, hotels, personal chef. Yeah.
What's your favorite dish? What's your best dish? What's your dish? Like, I cook, right? I dabble in the arts. I heard you say it was an art. I dabble in the arts. And what I find is sometimes people only call me to go to parties to cook, right? Right. What is your best dish?
I have not cooked my best dish yet.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, Cache Masters, you guys, and this is her first and last time being on my show since she has not cooked her best dish. I think we need to get her hooked up with Chef Ramsay's so she can figure it out.
I haven't.
So far, what has been the best thing you ever cooked?
That's really tough.
Everything you cook is good, or nothing that you cook is good?
When you're experimenting, not everything is going to be good. Sometimes it takes you 2, 3, 4 times to, make something in order for it to come out the way you want it. Okay. And sometimes you think you want something a certain way, and that's not the case, and you make it, and it's trash.
I've never cooked anything that was nasty, okay?
Are you sure?
So let you guys know that, yes, never.
Oh, okay.
So my best dish is my chicken enchiladas. I've never met anybody who cooks chicken enchiladas like I do. And let me tell you, it's the best. I know it. They know it. We all know it. It's the best.
Your chicken enchiladas cannot beat my chicken enchiladas.
You just said you haven't made your best dish. So.
That's not my best dish, though.
It's mine. Mine is
I can
really
make
good.
Tacos and enchiladas with my eyes closed.
Right.
All right. Cook off.
I was talking to your brother one time, and he was telling me about this time that you almost burned the house down trying to boil water.
Never. Never.
That's him. That's him. Not
6.
me. I'm a master toastal strudel cooker.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Popping in the Pop-Tart.
Mm-hmm. Dried it out too?
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, so everybody, Cache Masters here. Tell them where they can find you at on social media. So you can get popping. Since you were just talking about you got a lot of followers, blah, blah, blah. Tell them where they can find you because you got to get more followers.
Well, according to Mr. Joe Collins, I'm not a popping chef yet.
That's not what I said.
I don't have 43,000 followers or something like that,
43.
right? Oh, excuse me. All right. You can find me at Live Masterful. Exactly how it sounds. Live Masterful. LIVEMASTERFUL. And
that's on Instagram or Facebook?
That is on Instagram. I'm not a fan of Facebook.
You got Twitter?
No.
Okay, so she only has Instagram, Live Masterful.
Live Masterful.
On Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you guys follow her. She's a chef.
You'll see me.
She bakes, but she says she hasn't found her best dish.
I just started baking.
Differ.
I just started baking.
So you do have a best dish?
No, I don't. I haven't.
Okay.
No.
All right, we're about to take a break, you guys. And when we come back, we're going to get more into Cache Masters. And we're going to talk about some things that happened to me over this last few days. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet. So make a free call to Page Publishing. Their expert staff can help you turn your book idea into a real book, a masterpiece that could someday make the bestseller list in hard copy and digitally all across the world. Page Publishing can help you completely take your idea for a book, write it, and publish it. So if you want to join the ranks of some of the most famous authors in the world, call now for a free information kit. Turn your book idea into publishing gold. Make a free call right now to Page Publishing.
800-378-3212. 800-378-3212. 800-378-3212. That's 800-378-3212.
Hurt me so many times, and I forgave you. But this time I can't forgive you.
Can you listen? Welcome back, everybody. Jesus Christ. This is Cache first time on the radio.
Since I was
Digital
5.
TV. And so we got this bet. So we're gonna next Saturday we're gonna see. Hey, you know what? Matter of fact, come to the office. Everybody next Saturday, if you're watching this, come to the office.
And if you want some food, you got to pitch in Cash App, Live Master.
No. Don't worry about that. This gonna be the campaign's gonna take care of this one. We're gonna have a cook-off. All right. We are gonna have a cook-off, and we're gonna see who can make the best tacos and enchiladas.
You sure you're not too busy to cook?
Yeah, I ain't too busy to cook. I like to eat.
right.
Look at this. You see, I got this Corona belly right here. I can eat.
Literally.
All right. So we're gonna have a cook-off. I want everybody to come. I'm gonna make tacos. I ain't telling you what type of tacos.
No. You said you can't say advertise enchiladas and then you want to switch to tacos.
Didn't I say tacos and enchiladas? See, that's why you're a chef and not a radio show host, because I said tacos and enchiladas.
I heard enchiladas.
I'm gonna make chicken enchiladas, and Cache's gonna make.
I'm gonna make turkey tacos and shrimp tacos, and if I'm feeling real good, I'll make enchiladas.
And I'm gonna make tacos as well, because I'm about that life. That's how I roll. And we're gonna say who's the best.
They're gonna leave yours, and you're gonna see all mine gone.
Right. We're gonna see. We're gonna see whose tacos are the best, because I'm telling you, I make really good tacos. Anyways, so how'd you get into culinary arts?
Well,
my mom taught me how to get into culinary arts. She said, "You gonna cook, or you gonna be hungry if you don't starve, because you're a man and ain't no woman gonna cook for you."
Well,
my mom told me if you date a white woman, you gonna eat peanut butter and jelly and ham sandwiches and ramen
peas.
noodles for the rest of your life. And you have chicken with no sauce. They're not gonna clean it. They're gonna put it straight from the package into the fryer. You're gonna be screwed. And I've seen it with my own eyes.
That's disgusting.
From my buddy's wife, not mine.
That's gross.
And she said, if you date a black woman, good luck, because black women your age don't cook, so y'all gonna be eating McDonald's.
I cook.
You're not my age either. So how'd you get into culinary arts?
Well, I'm sure you've heard I'm very observant. So as a child, I grew up in the kitchen. My grandmother, aunts, my father, my mother, everyone cooked. So it was something that I've always seen in the household, and I've always loved to eat. Growing up, my father raised my brother and I, and he used to take us out to eat all the time. We didn't just eat at home. We grew up eating different types of cuisine, and I'm one of those like super gifted people that really didn't know exactly what I wanted to do when I got out of high school. So I moved away for a year. When I came back home, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and my dad was like, "Hey, have you thought about being a chef?" And I was like, well, I looked at the Art Institute when I was in Philly, but I didn't apply. And so I did very mild research on culinary school.
And you just did it.
And I just got into it a few months later. And a few months into school, got my first job at this really big convention center. And yeah, it's been a wrap from there.
Listen, excuse the noise in the background. Can you, Mike, can you hear that? The other mic. That you can hear the noise in the background? We're getting work done in our office. That's why. Yeah, we're getting a lot of work done. But we'll work through it. We'll power through it for right now, and then we're going to break. I'm having to pipe down because they killing my show. They have a jackhammer back there, so apparently one of the pipes in our toilet burst, so the floor kept leaking. You know, like Forrest Gump. The big rain and sometimes rain just came straight from the bottom.
Joe flushed his tacos down the toilet.
We haven't made them yet. We have not made them yet. But anyway, so you worked at some pretty popular restaurants, pretty popular hotels, right?
I worked at yeah.
What's your favorite place?
My favorite place that I worked at was honestly the last place I worked at. I was a pastry chef over at the Mondrian Hotel.
Nice.
That was my most favorite job out of all 9 years.
What was your best pastry you ever made?
I just got into pastries, so
Cookies.
No. I really like
Cake.
cakes and cupcakes, pies, like any kind of tart or anything with like puff pastry.
Mhm.
Like I love it.
I don't like stuff with the fillings in it. You know, you put the filling. I hate that. You bite it and just squirt into your mouth. I'm not a
So
fan.
you don't like jelly donuts?
No, don't like jelly donuts. I don't like jelly donuts. I don't like anything. The only thing, okay.
You don't like surprises?
No, I don't like surprises. The only thing that I like with filling is Twinkies.
Ew,
Love Twinkies.
The most artificial snack you can get.
Who cares if it can sit on the shelf for 7 years?
Who eats Twinkies?
Listen, let me tell you what the best thing about Twinkies are. Twinkies could sit on the shelf for 7 years.
That's the problem.
Wait a minute. Let me finish. Your credit is cleared in 7 years. So in 7 years, when your credit is clear, reward yourself with a Twinkie. I love Twinkies. Twinkies are delicious. I used to like honey buns when I was a kid.
Those are really good.
Now that I'm older, honey buns don't taste the same.
Nothing tastes the same.
Yeah, it's just delicious. It used to be
Nothing tastes the
delicious.
same.
Now I'm just like, I'm over it.
Did you try my cupcakes?
Mm-mm.
You didn't try.
Let me be honest with you. I'm about to do my so Kamala Harris copied off Joe Biden. I mean, not copied off. She copied off Barack Obama. Now let's be clear. I'm not a sweets person. I don't eat that much sweets. I like to drink juice, but I don't eat sweets. When it comes to sweets, I'm not a fan at all. Not a fan. So what kind of hobbies does a chef have? Because I can imagine that, being a chef, that you work an extreme amount of hours, right?
Mhm.
Do you think about the amount of people that you have to serve at a hotel or a restaurant? Hundreds of thousands of people come to that restaurant, probably thousands at a time of yours. So what kind of hobbies does a chef have?
Naps.
Perfect. Perfect.
I love the beach. I like to shop.
Yeah.
I like to read.
Now, on a serious note, right? Because since you're a chef, I want to ask a question that I know a lot of people was probably wondering. When you guys make desserts, right? When somebody order dessert, is the desserts pre-made, or do you guys like make them in bulk before the shift and you just hand them out, or do you make each individual dish?
So depending on where you work, okay, I'll just use the Mondrian, for example.
You gotta go back there after COVID-19 and open up.
No, I'm not going back.
Okay, all right, perfect. Because I don't want them to fire you on your day off.
So when I was working at the Mondrian, we would like pre-make our desserts. So for example, we had a berry and chocolate tart, and we would pre-make that, but we would pre-slice it, and we would serve it to order. So basically, we would finish with like all of the garnish. We would plate it, finish with the garnish, and send it out.
That's terrible.
We don't, depending on what type of dessert it is, and depending on the shelf life, we don't serve anything after 4 days. So all of our stuff is fresh.
So you have it for 3 days, and then you get rid of it.
Yeah.
When you get rid of it, do you give it to homeless people, or you just
No, we give it
trash
to
it?
we give it to employees.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So when I used to go to Buffalo Wild Wings when I was in the military, right? And when I go to Buffalo Wild Wings, I like to eat the wings, and of course the wings. And I used to like the cake. I used to like the chocolate cake, like devil's food cake. And I used to put the syrup on top of it. And I used to tell them, look, listen, warm my cake up 13 seconds, not 15, not 10, 13 seconds, right? Because 13 seconds is the perfect warmth for cake.
Who has a microwave in a kitchen?
Apparently Buffalo Wild Wings do, because my cake always came out warm. But that's besides the point. Fact of the matter is, when you have a warm cake from Buffalo Wild Wings, put the ice cream on the side, and put the chocolate on it, and you get the cake, get the ice cream. Delicious.
Coming from a man who likes Twinkies.
We about to take a break. We're gonna come back. We're getting into politics when I come back. Local politics. We're about to talk about these mayors around here. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Let's talk about your credit cards. When you first start using them, it's a slow drip. You make charges, then more charges, then bills come, and they keep coming. When you open your statements, the floodgates come pouring in. You realize you have more credit card debt than you can afford, and you're barely making the minimum payments. Wouldn't it be nice to make one affordable payment and have all your credit card bills covered? Make this free call and learn our responsible way to get your credit card bills paid and under control.
Sponsored by Consumer Education Services, a nonprofit organization.
800-876-3643. 800-876-3643. 800-876-3643. That's 800-876-3643.
CESI is not a loan company. The establishment of a debt management plan may adversely affect your credit rating. Non-payment of debt may lead creditors to increase finance and other charges to undertake collection activity, including liquidation.
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. They want your money, and guess what? They can legally take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you. So what do? Fight back by letting our team of experts at the tax helpline work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws and will fight to save your money. So if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket.
800-932-1597. 800-932-1597. 800-932-1597. That's 800-932-1597.
The smartest way for you to get the lowest prices on your plane tickets, domestic or international, is to call SmartFares first or last, but you've got to call us before you book your plane tickets. Fly anywhere in the world, fly anywhere in the U.S., and SmartFares can save you up to 75% on your plane tickets. We have the lowest airline ticket prices on over 500 airlines, and you've got a great 12-hour free cancellation window. Plus, with our live agent help, you can always get fast help and fast answers. So on your next trip, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, how about right now? Pick up your phone and call SmartFares, plus save up to 75% on your plane reservation. So call right now. 800-915-2644. 800-915-2644. 800-915-2644. 800-915-2644.
All right, guys, getting back to our show. All right, we're about to get off cachet. We're about to get into some local politics, man. So as you guys know, I've been running for the 43rd Congressional District spot against y'all Auntie Maxine. I say y'all because she's not my Auntie Maxine. Y'all know how I feel about her. I'm not a fan. She a clown in my opinion. But we've been out here killing it, man. Maxine Waters been nowhere to be found. And I think the crazy part about all of these things that are going on right now is that now all of a sudden the Maxine Waters has an opponent that's actually putting in some real work. Now she want to get out here and try to pass bills. We're going to pass bill for this and pass bills for that. My only question is, why are you not going to pass the bill to help these small businesses in our communities, right? Small businesses are failing. They've been failing for a very long time, but you want to rush back and pass a bill to rename Confederate states or states from the South something because you consider it the names that they have races right now. I think that's utterly stupid. You rush back to Congress and try to pass $25 billion bill for post offices, which doesn't make sense either because post office have a $10 billion reserve already. Why do they need another $25 billion? Doesn't make any sense to me. But that brings me to my point. Are you a Democrat or Republican or independent?
Republican.
Okay. All right. There's another black Republican right here. They're going to call you Uncle Tom. Just be ready for it. And
Auntie Tamika?
No, they're going to call you Uncle Tom, right? And the crazy part about it is a lot of people don't even know the story of Uncle Tom, or they'll be using it. Somebody left me a voicemail say, hey, we're looking for Uncle Tom. Like, you mean Samboa? Right? If you read the story, then you would know. So for all you black people, if you call them black people Uncle Tom, you look stupid, okay? I'm just tell you that right now. But we've been working really hard, man, and we've been in Torrance. We've been in Torrance, killing it, Harbor City, Lomita. I get an email from the mayor of Torrance, which is crazy. And we gonna ride on the mayor of Torrance. This is what I do. I mean, like, if you want to impress me, we gonna get on your head. So the mayor of Torrance sent me the worst email, and I'm telling you, like, this guy it's an illiterate email. And I'm not the person that try to intimidate. I'm not that guy. But I'm gonna go ahead and read this email because, in my opinion, this guy is a moron. He says, please stop, in capital letters, STOP, the unauthorized placements of your signs in the city of Torrance. I also suggest, this is the part that I don't get, right? I don't understand the first part, but I don't get this part. I also suggest you remove the ones you have placed either on public or private property with the permission of the owner. This guy's got to be the most incompetent mayor that I've ever ran across in my entire life. Why do I have to remove signs on public or private property when I have the permission of the owner? Doesn't make a lot of sense. Then he goes on to say, the city has removed many of your signs and will continue to do so. Stop bringing your blight to our community. What do you think about that?
Is the mayor a Democrat or
He's a Democrat, but I mean, like, you know, regardless, as a person, like when you're in a professional position, right? How can you send somebody an email like this? First of all, you left out a lot of information. Are my signs unauthorized? By what ordinance? By what codes? Are the signs supposed to be there or not? By what ordinance? By what codes? What the heck is blight in our community? Because the last time I checked, the majority of everybody in Torrance are conservative. They hate Maxine Waters, and they probably hate this mayor. They will hate this mayor after we ride on him, though. You know? But what is it? Stop bringing your blight to our community. What is your blight? If the people in Torrance are asking me to come to Torrance because they want to vote for me, they do not like Maxine Waters. And let me tell you, this district was redistricted for somebody else so they can remove Maxine Waters out of office, because nobody likes Maxine Waters except Pat Fury. Nobody likes. He's the only person who likes Maxine Waters in this whole entire district. This whole entire district. I'm not sure if he meant this email to be intimidating.
It doesn't look so intimidating.
He probably was like, I got him this time. You're blight.
With all 3 sentences.
Yeah, this guy's a nut job. He's an idiot. And I asked him, I sent him an email. Great. They're unauthorized by what ordinance and codes? Because you know what? I've ran through all the ordinance and codes in Torrance, and the only thing that I've seen is crazy. He's not going to like this. He's not going to like this. They only have campaign finance ordinance for the city of Torrance. They don't have anything about signs. The city of Los Angeles, the county of Los Angeles doesn't have anything about signs. Federal Elections Commission says that you can place signs wherever you want to, as long as they're not by the within 600 feet of a freeway. We don't have any. All our signs are in the streets. So when I looked at the ordinance, it says something about campaign finance. First article that pops up was how the mayor of Torrance was fined $35,000 by accepting unauthorized donations.
Wow.
Unauthorized donations. So it would seem that the mayor knows about unauthorized donations, but he don't know anything about sign placement. But we about to take a break, man. We about to take a break, and we about to get on this mayor's head. We about to roast this guy to death. And if you're a resident in Torrance, please allow him to see the second half of this video, because I'm about to get on this noggin. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
This is the Entertainment Answer. The new political comedy Irresistible is a bipartisan look at how silly and out of hand elections can get. It stars Steve Carell and Chris Cooper, and Carell said this about the script.
It's really not so much about the politics themselves. It doesn't necessarily lean right or left. It's really mostly about the people who are caught in between.
Irresistible is rated R for language and available on demand starting June 26th. Remember to be safe and smart out there. For this Entertainment Answer, I'm Matt Mungle.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
Question: have you ever thought about making an investment in California real estate for the high returns available through trust deeds? As a trusted professional broker, Sun Pacific Mortgage and Real Estate has been helping investors earn high yield returns on safer investments for over 32 years. Their trust deeds earn upwards of 13%. That's right, 13%. They invest in notes starting from $100,000 throughout all of California, where real estate remains strong. If you want to know more about high return investments through available deeds of trust, go to their website at sunpacificmortgage.com. That's sunpacificmortgage.com, or call them today at 707-523-2099. 707-523-2099. sunpacificmortgage.com, or call them at 707-523-2099.
Hi, I'm Dennis Bono. Join me every Saturday at 6 p.m. and Sunday at 3 p.m. for the Dennis Bono Show live from the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas. Enjoy this fun-filled hour with my celebrity friends as they perform, visit, and have lots of fun with me in front of a live audience in the showroom at the South Point Hotel. Please join me Saturday, 6 p.m. Pacific, Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific, right here on CRN Radio and crntalk.com.
It's totally normal to be constipated with belly pain, straining, and bloating again and again.
No way.
Maybe it's occasional constipation.
Maybe it's not.
You could have a chronic condition called irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C. Linzess, or linaclotide, is a prescription that treats IBS-C in adults. Linzess works differently than laxatives to help relieve belly pain and let you have more frequent and complete bowel movements. Individual results may vary. Do not give to children less than 6, and it should not be given to children 6 to less than 18. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Maybe it's not occasional constipation. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS. You may be able to talk to a doctor online. Visit linzess.com, sponsored by Allergan and Ironwood.
So back to this Mayor Fury, right? He's the mayor of Torrance, California, and this guy, he has to be just as low IQ as Maxine Waters if he's going to be, supporting Maxine Waters, because he used the word blight. Now, this is not my definition of blight. This is the dictionary's definition of blight: plant pathology, the rapid and extensive discoloration, wilting, and death of plant tissues, disease so characterized. Any cause of impairment, destruction, ruin, or frustration. The state or result of being blighted or deteriorated, dilapidation, or decay. So, Mr. Mayor, what exactly are you saying when you tell me don't bring your blight to Torrance? Were you telling me don't bring my rapid, extensive discoloration, wilting, and death of plant tissues to Torrance? Or are you telling me don't bring my disease so characterized to Torrance? Do I have a disease? Are you telling me any cause, don't bring my cause of impairment, destruction, ruin, or frustration to Torrance? Or are you telling me don't bring my state or result of being blighted or deteriorated, dilapidation, decay to Torrance? Are you a racist, Mayor Fury? Because from this, it seems like either you're a racist or you have a serious problem with either black people, or you have a problem that I'm black and a Republican at the same time. Either way, I think you should have used a better word other than blight. I think my daughter, she's 13, she could have found a better word than that. What do you think about that? The word blight. He used the word blight in a sentence. How does that transcribe to you?
Intentional. That's all.
I mean, like, what did he mean by the word blight, though?
I can't.
Don't bring your blight. It sounds like he says, don't bring your black ass to Torrance. That's what it sounds like he's telling me. That's what it sounds like he's telling me. But I've been in I'd be in Torrance all the time. What are you gonna do?
I was born in Torrance, so
okay. So here we go, pandering. There we go. Okay, he's born in Torrance. All right. I wrote the mayor back. I wrote him back. I said, Mayor Fury, I appreciate you reaching out. although the manner in which you did was very immature for a person who was a mayor of a city. Blight, quote unquote. As a mayor of a city, I'm sure your constituents expect better from you. On another note, I am a congressional candidate for the 43rd District, and I'm well aware of the rules and regulations when it comes to political sign placement. Due process and fairness of law is a right given to all people. If the city of Torrance has any ordinance on where political signs can and can't go outside of the regulations set forth by the state of California, by all means, I would like you to produce such documents. If not, I'm afraid I'm going to have to file discrimination lawsuit as well as a theft of property. He took my signs. He said it in his email. He took my sign. This is what I don't get about this dude. Like, you're so desperate to prove a point that you're going to tell me you took my signs. You stole my signs. It says paid for by Joe Collins for Congress. You stole my signs. The city has removed many of your signs and will continue to do so. So he will continue to steal my stuff. If black people steal stuff, you know what happens to black people, right? Call the cops and in most cases, you know, depending on where you are, black people can get shot, right?
Wow.
So I told him, if not, I'm afraid I'm going to have to file a discrimination lawsuit as well as a theft of property lawsuit against you and your city. My suggestion is to return every single sign you've stolen and return them immediately. I know you support Maxine Waters because he's one of Maxine Waters' puppies. And it is no secret, but I would advise you as a person sitting in a nonpartisan seat not to allow your support for Mrs. Waters determine the treatment of an opponent to Mrs. Waters. It can be detrimental to your career. If you don't like the fact that I'm running against Miss Waters, then you should resign immediately. And I and my campaign will not be bullied or intimidated by anyone. Now, I don't think this mayor understands is that you're a duly elected official by the people. So how are you telling someone who is responsible for you getting elected what to and not to do? You know what I'm saying? He doesn't make the rules. The people make the rules. And this is one of the issues that I have with a lot of these elected officials. They get beside themselves. Oh, I'm the mayor. I'm the mayor of a town. Do you forget who elected you? I have more people following me in Torrance on my Facebook page than he has, period, in his whole entire life.
Wow.
And I think that the city of Torrance need to renounce this man, recall him, and get somebody else to be the mayor of Torrance, somebody with class like Mr. Rulio Matucci, right? I know Mr. Matucci. He's a pretty great guy. We had a really rocky relationship starting off, but you know, we worked out our differences and we came to some type of resolve because we understand that moving forward with the city and doing things that benefit the community is what's more important than petty differences. Now, and this guy obviously has to be on Maxine Waters' payroll because the way he's coming at me is, I mean, for one, it's uneducated.
It's personal.
It's not even personal. It's uneducated. Personal. And I'm pretty sure Maxine Waters called him and said, you need to tell him to take those signs down, trying to bully me, just like she called Mark Ridley Thomas and told him that we can't have our back to school drive at his center on Vermont. Wow. Same stuff. This stuff's been happening, but these people think they can intimidate me, but it's not. I'm not scared at all. So no, I'm not. Read what this idiot wrote me back.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, read that. He says,
"Sir, this will acknowledge." I want you to not read glasses, so I wear glasses. Okay, thanks. This will acknowledge receipt of your is that diatribe?
Yeah.
Firstly, while it is very true that I support Congressman Maxine Waters,
see, told you.
That has nothing to do with the inappropriate and illegal placement and removal of your signage, which is the result of countless complaints received from my constituents. Secondly, the fact is that no candidate has the right to place signage, campaign or otherwise, on public property, i.e., City of Torrance, State of California, and or federal property, or on private property without permission from the property owner. And despite your assertion, assertion.
Yes, assertion.
I thought I was tripping. That your signage has been stolen. The removal of any and all of your signs that have been placed in violation of local and state laws is well within the jurisdiction of the City of Torrance. Lastly, I do not have an obligation to do legal research for you or your campaign. It is your responsibility to abide with the laws. I suggest you familiarize yourself with state and local laws concerning the placement of campaign signs.
See what I'm saying?
Threatening legal action will get you absolutely nowhere.
This idiot just told me that I need to familiarize myself with the laws that I broke that he can't even tell me I broke. So who's the idiot, him or me? You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing something illegal, but he can't tell me where to find where it's illegal at.
But you did your research.
Absolutely. Look, they call me Research Collins. We're going to take a break. We're going to take a break, and we're going to come right back, and we're going to get right back on Patrick Fury's former mayor, soon to be Patrick Fury's head. Stay tuned.
Here's important new information from the Diabetes Solution Center for you, a family member, or a loved one suffering with diabetes. If you have lost your provider, or if you need a provider for diabetic supplies, you may qualify to receive your diabetic testing supplies now with little or no out-of-pocket cost, regardless of your age. All you need is Medicare or private insurance to be potentially eligible. Call the Diabetes Solution Center right now for details. Just takes a couple of minutes. Our friendly, knowledgeable agents will give you free, no-obligation information, handle all the insurance paperwork, and make sure your supplies are delivered directly to your door for free.
Call U.S. Medical Supply 24 hours a day. 888-912-1332. 888-912-1332. 888-912-1332. Call right now. 888-912-1332.
How would you like to save up to $500 on your next vacation package? Any vacation package anywhere in the world. Just call Superior Travel and mention the code RADIO and save up to $500. We'll design a custom, fantastic vacation just for you with all the bells and whistles. Not some cookie-cutter vacation, but a unique, all-included vacation customized by one of our exclusive travel experts. And our service is completely free. You pay nothing more. So why waste your time? Let us do it for you. We've got over 100 years of travel experience to help create the perfect trip for you. Call now and learn how to save up to $500 on your next custom vacation. Pick up the phone, call Superior Travel, and use the code word RADIO.
800-570-9631. 800-570-9631. That's 800-570-9631.
All right, so this numbnuts couldn't even tell me what law that I broke. You know what I'm saying? That's the funny part right there. You broke the law. Well, what law did I break? Well, I don't have to tell you. Well, maxim of law says that, anything that can be proven shall be proven. And the burden of proof relies on the person who assert the claim. Everybody who's going to court, remember this, because this is how you're supposed to win your court cases. The maxim of law says that anything that can be proven shall be proven, but the burden of proof lies on the person who asserts the claim. Now, in this situation, and this is why I'm going to take him to court, and I'm telling him because according to these emails, he couldn't stop me from losing a lawsuit, even if he watched this show, because he's an idiot. He's not smart, right? So he said that I illegally placed signs. I asked him, where did I violate the law? Show me the law. His thing was, you should do your own research. Okay, from the research that I have seen nothing that said I couldn't place any signs in Torrance from Torrance. So, I told this guy, I said, send me the statutes, laws, or codes, or whatever you were referring to outside of your own personal opinion, because contrary to what you're stating, there are laws that specifically states that for a federal candidate, I can place signs wherever they want, as long as they fall within the guidelines of the California election signage placements, and which I made sure that we have. I'm not going to tell him what it is. He's going to have to go look for himself. Clearly, people like him can't read. That's why he didn't want to tell me the laws. If he can read, I would have been more than happy if I was in his shoes to tell me what laws I place and figure out some type of resolution. But he's a Maxine Waters crony, Maxine Waters teddy bear, so he ain't going to do that. And I also told him there are laws that states what you are and your order and your employees supposed to do in regards to illegal signage. Let me read this to you right now. This is coming straight from the Torrance website, torranceca.gov/our city, right? This is coming straight. This is why I don't play games with people, because I know how to read. How are you the mayor of Torrance and you don't even know your own laws? Look, this right here, it says the Environmental Division Code Enforcement. This is what it says, right? I'm reading it directly, from torranceca.gov. And Mayor, please pay attention to this, right? Because it's going to help you out a lot. And I want my signs back too. I told you I want my signs back by Tuesday. You got 3 days to get my damn signs back. We're not playing games with you. All right. Nothing on here says that I can't play signs, right? But if we are talking about code enforcement, let's go here. Our enforcement is progressive. And I don't even know why Democrats use the word progressive, because the things that Democrats do are the opposite of progress. You know what I'm saying? Progress, which means it's constantly moving forward. Democrats are moving backwards. Retarded. Never heard of that in my whole entire life. Use the right definition. BS. That's different that Democrats should be using. BS. All right. Our enforcement program is progressive, which means that once a violation is verified, mind you, he said we're getting constant complaints, which means that somebody has violated something, right? Once a violation is verified, we typically give 3 notices: first, second, and final. I've gotten no notices from this numbnuts. If you're getting so many complaints, where are the verified complaints? Where are my notices? Only thing I got was a funky email saying that, hey, we are taking your signs down. We're going to continue to do it because you violated a law that doesn't exist.
Does an email count as a notification?
This is not a notice. A notice is like, hey, man, you have a lot of signs up. You're violating the law. You violate this statute, this statute, this statute. This is your first notice. Please remove your signs. Because I'm going to be honest with you. We have every single sign that we put up on a spreadsheet. So I know where all the signs is. Right? The notices may either be posted at the property or sent in a form of a letter by mail or a combination of these efforts. I didn't get anything from this guy. So how can you sit up here and tell me you need to familiarize yourself with the laws when you don't even know your own laws for the city that you're a mayor of? What type of mayor are you? Looking like a Q-tip. I can say that. You can't say that. He looks like a Q-tip. He's pale white with white hair. He looks just like a Q-tip. Right? And Q-tips ain't good for nothing but digging in your ears. And they're even bad for that because you push the wax down further. I use a bobby pin, pull the wax right out. Q-tips don't do that. So he's a terrible Q-tip. The typical time frame allowed for compliance with each notice is 30 days. I didn't get a 30-day notice. I didn't get nothing. I got this email telling me that he's stealing my signs, basically. And I need to familiarize myself with laws that he knows absolutely nothing about. Extensions may be granted if progress is being made towards resolving the violations. First off, I don't even know any violations that I've committed. I haven't seen any complaints. I haven't seen any verified complaints. I haven't seen any of that stuff. None of that. Even in the fppca.gov, under the Torrance section, when it talks about every single election code that Torrance has when it comes to elections, and all these say if you're running for Torrance, if you're running for Torrance, if you're running for Torrance. So I think that mayor needs to educate itself. But I do have a code, 18 U.S. Code, Chapter 29, Elections and Political Activities. And these codes talk about elected officials tampering in federal elections. Holy crap. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. And let me tell you, it says troops at polls, interference by armed forces, intimidation of voters, which is pretty much what he's doing. Interference by administrative employees of federal, state, or territorial governments. Oh crap. That's what he falls under. That's what the mayor falls under. This is crazy. So, I mean, I educate myself on a regular basis, but I think somebody is not educated. I think because I'm black and he calls me Blythe, that I don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking right there. You know? But you know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a break. I'm a little parched from getting on this guy's head, but I'm not done yet. Stay tuned, and we're going to talk more about Mayor Fury, and I hope he's watching this show, because if not, I'm going to email it to him anyway. It doesn't matter. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Crane's refined CC Skywave SSB radio with single sideband is the ultimate travel and emergency radio. It fits in the palm of your hand, weighs only 8 ounces, reception is great, and the audio is legible and clear for its small size. The CC Skywave SSB radio gives you access to important communications your smartphone is not capable of getting, like emergency single sideband transmissions, which broadcast during a hurricane, earthquake, and major power outage. In addition, you can listen to your favorite AM and FM broadcasts, Weather Plus alert, local airports, long-distance aviation, and ships at sea from all over the world. The only way to get this valuable information is with a specialized sideband radio, the CC Skywave SSB, the true radio lovers travel radio. Find out more about the CC Skywave SSB. Call C. Crane at 800-522-8863, 800-522-8863. Also available on Amazon for quicker shipping, or visit ccrane@ccrane.com.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
Attention Italian food lovers. Angelo's and Vinci's Ristorante in Fullerton, California is open for takeout with wine. Can you believe it? Angelo's and Vinci's Takeout is now able to offer you a nice bottle of wine to enjoy with your meal. Order today and get 1/2 price on our special selection of Pinot Grigio, Chianti, Chardonnay, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Merlot. Mamma mia! Order today at Angelo's and Vinci's from our complete award-winning menu and get some great wine for 1/2 price. We hope you're healthy and safe. We want to keep you well fed. Wapo's To Go Kitchen is open from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. every day, or you can order through DoorDash. Pizza dough, bread, sauces still being made fresh every day. Angelo's and Vinci's named Best Italian Restaurant on the Orange County Hot List. Call 714-879-4022. Angelo's and Vinci's, 550 North Harbor in Fullerton, California. Call 714-879-4022. That's 714-879-4022.
Let's get back on this mayor, all right? Because, you know, like I said, they're going to have to call me Research Joe or Research Collins when I'm finished with this one. You know what I'm saying? Because his words was, familiarize yourself with the laws. Clearly, I'm the one who's abreast of what's going on in this political world. See, this is your problem. You stepped in a big boy arena by messing with somebody. You thought I was dumb because I'm black, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I read all the time. Let's get into these violations of election laws because I want you to know what I'm gonna drag you to court for. I love going to court. This is what I do. I love it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna help him because I want you to be familiar with what I'm gonna drag you to court with because you're a smart guy. You used the word blithe and told me to get familiar with these laws, and you don't even know what laws I'm breaking. You ain't told me nothing and all this stuff. You just left me hanging, buddy. But that's okay. We're gonna leave you hanging and drop you right off the side of a cliff. And hopefully, you know, somebody like Aurelio Matucci or Sharon Kalani takes your place as a mayor because you're trash. And I'm gonna be honest with you. The way I know you're trash is because of how you doing your homeowners in your city. They're not happy. Maybe you should listen to your homeowners instead of talking to me about the signs that I'm putting up. I'm trying to help you. You know, you got Black Lives Matter protesting at every single, city council meeting that you've been having for the last year and a half because of the kid who got shot by the cops. You haven't done nothing about that. So the residents hate you because, you know, Black Lives Matter and all that stuff. And the people who are conservative hate you because you haven't done nothing about it. Nothing, absolutely nothing. You know, so I think you got bigger things to worry about than where I'm placing my signs. And I think you need to put your money in a better place. We're going to drag you to court, though. And I don't make promises. You know what I'm saying? This is a guarantee, not a threat. All right. So let's get into these election law violations. For the purpose of carrying out uniform and non-discriminatory election technology and administrative requirements, the Attorney General shall bring a civil suit action against any state jurisdiction in appropriate states, United States District Court. A person should have acted knowingly in order to violate an election law. However, a person not falling within the descriptive terms of the statute describing penal offenses should be excluded. You don't fall in that. You're a mayor. You should know better. That's what they're saying. If you didn't know what you were doing, if you wasn't a mayor, then it'd be okay. But because you're a mayor, you should absolutely know better. You should know these laws, right? All right, dummy, let's keep it going. Okay. Any person voting more than once should be held criminally liable for illegal voting, right? I know we ain't got to worry about that because you're trying to intimidate voters already by not letting my signs up. People need to know who's running these elections, and you're doing a piss poor job of that. All right, let's go ahead. Election bribery is a criminal offense. The following is an example of a state statute describing election bribery. Now, I'm not sure if Maxine Waters is doing this, but if she is, you are absolutely compliant on this right here, right? Refrain from going to the polls. Vote or refrain from voting. Vote or refrain from voting for or against a particular person. I think you're falling it out because you removed my signs. People only know Maxine Waters is in that area. You're not giving them the opportunity to know if there's another person running against Maxine Waters because you don't want my signs up. So you're having your city take my signs down, dummy. Let's keep going. Vote or refrain from voting for or against a particular referendum on or on an account elector having done by any of the above. All right, let's go through this. Pursuant to 42 U.S.C. 1973I, whoever knowingly or willfully pays or offers to pay, accepts payment either for registration, for voting, or vote, will be fined not more than $10,000 or in prison for more than 5 years of both. Right. So I think because you pay your city employees and you're having your city employees remove my signs, then you're technically bribing these people to take my signs down without letting them know. Dummy, let's keep it going. Statutes require political advertising to identify a person or organization who is responsible for their appearance. You're exactly breaking this law. You're breaking this law right here. I can go on and on and on educating this dummy right here, but I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Under this, I'm going to go ahead and post this election law violation when I repost this. But I will see you guys next week. Maybe we'll get on Mayor's Head, maybe not. But we'll be back next week. Enjoying all your favorite CRN programming is